everybody, so welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Lily and Generoso. We had a little bit of a hiatus because both Generoso and I had the plague for the past 2 weeks, and so we are returning, and this time we are returning with a new friend.
Yes.
Can we show our new friend? I'm so excited about our new friend. It's a deep fryer. Yes. Which means now that we have an inside deep fryer, we can deep fry some things, and I think there's nothing better than starting with a.k.a, which is Vietnamese egg rolls. So here's the thing about egg rolls. There's all kinds of ways to make them, and the different types vary, ranging from Chinese egg rolls to Filipino egg rolls, and then of course Vietnamese egg rolls. Within Vietnamese egg rolls, you can either use the egg roll wrapper that's commonly used for Chinese egg rolls, or you could use rice paper. So today we're actually going to use rice paper. And so let's look at the ingredients. This will be a little bit of a variation, but the most important part is pork. This is 2 pounds of ground pork. We have some limes, and then for the filling, we have an onion. We have 3 good-sized carrots. We have a jicama. Yes, we'll probably only use half of the jicama. We have a green apple. This is a totally, Lily thing to do, but I always think that green apple is really nice with pork. And we have some lettuce, which is going to eventually be used for the garnish. We already pulled the leaves off and given them a rinse. We have a handy-dandy mixing bowl and our favorite tool, the mandolin. We're increasing our kitchen tools here over every single episode. Now we have some bean thread. We're really only going to use 1 spoon of it. We have some garlic powder, some sugar, some fish sauce, some canola oil. Yes, we will be frying in canola oil. And then we have rice paper sheets. We're using the big circle ones. And then, so this is going to be basically, all of these ingredients will be used for the egg rolls and of course for nuc mam, which we've shown in multiple episodes of this. So we're probably going to skip the nuc mam, but you're going to get to see how to make the egg rolls from scratch. So we're going to do a little bit of prep work and we'll see you very shortly. Hello!
Hello! So, you've been at the accordion for a little while now. You just did all of the green apples, and now you're doing the jicama.
Yes, I'm shredding up the jicama and also the green apples, and those are going to mix in with the pork and really kind of give the filling something very special. So the jicama is a little bit sweet, but it has kind of like this fluffy texture. The green apple is a little acidic, and then the carrot's also going to be kind of sweet too.
And that all goes inside the body of the chajo.
The chaya, yeah. Absolutely.
Cool.
So we'll keep on grating. Alright, so we've shredded up all of our veggies with the help of Generoso, who did all the carrot work, which is a lot. So the carrot, the jicama, and the green apple are all in here. What you want to do is take your hands and mix all of the veggies up together and evenly distribute everything so that in each bite you get a little bit of carrot, a little bit of jicama, and a little bit of green apple.
Very cool.
Alright, and then outside of that, I've also finely diced an onion. What we're going to do now is add the onion to this mixture. Yes, is this filling intense? It is.
It's a lot of chopping. We also, for the record, we juiced all of our limes and we started our bean thread soaking. Unlike the noodles, you can soak bean thread for an inordinate amount of time, right?
Indeed.
So now you're mixing all of the onion and the carrot and the jicama.
Yes. Alright, so we've done that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bean thread, which I've actually already cut, and I'm just going to strain the water out of it. Dunk, dunk, dunk. And then put it all in here too.
The bean thread, for the record, has been soaking for about 20 minutes now.
Yeah.
And it's got kind of a loose feel to it?
Yeah, absolutely. So that it's no longer hard. I'm going to mix the bean thread in as well. It's a lot of hand mixing in this.
But these are indeed delicious, and it's well worth all the work. Thank God you have the accordion now.
Yes, the mandolin.
Mandolin, sorry. I always call it an accordion, I don't know why.
It's because it's also another instrument.
Yes. I mix everything up. The other day I was playing my oboe in the middle of the street. I meant guitar.
Alright. So now it is time for our friend, the pork. Yes. And take that pork, put it in there. There's a lot of filling in here.
There sure is. I sure would hate to have to eat more of it than we have egg rolls. That's just teasing.
Actually, if you do have some left over, these will also make nice pork patties too, which we also make.
So now, just for the record, like, to call these egg rolls isn't right because you're not using egg, are you?
Not at all. So, like, if you actually made them the way that I had them growing up with the egg roll wrapper, you actually do use egg when you're securing and finaling the actual wrapper itself. But today we're using spring roll wrappers and we're not using any eggs at all, actually.
I see. That's cool.
So we're mixing up all of our pork by hand into all of the veggies. We want everything to be nicely, evenly distributed.
Very cool. What's the next step?
We're going to add some flavoring to this.
Fantastic.
And the flavoring is going to come from some garlic powder and also from some fish sauce. So I'm going to grab the garlic powder. Yes, garlic powder. We're going to shake it. We're going to do probably about, I'm going to say, let's say half a tablespoon.
That's a lot of garlic powder.
Yes. And then our friend, the fish sauce.
Yay!
Savor of all pork things. We're gonna do probably about like 3 tablespoons of this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4. Why not? Because pork, we all know pork and fish sauce are meant to be.
Yes.
Just keep on mixing this up.
Cool.
And I'm going to keep on mixing this and get it a little bit more even, and we'll see you in a little bit when we're ready to roll everything up. Right, so we've let the meat sit for about 5 minutes and kind of just rest a little bit and firm up. So now we are getting ready to wrap our banchan, which is the rice paper. So all I'm going to do in this, so you know, normally people immerse their banchan. In this case, I am not immersing my rice paper because truthfully, you don't want too much water on this because after all, water and hot oil don't mix very nicely. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to take my hands and then just run it across, dip my hands in water, and run it across the rice paper until it's relatively soft. I'll do it on the other side too. And this is, for this we're using the big circle rice paper, Pete. They come in different sizes. You want to use the big circle for this. Alrighty. So now we are going to start filling. I'm going to take about a spoonful. Stretch it out into a log. Dunk. Fold up. Fold the edge in. Fold another edge in. Keep the meat nice and tight. And roll this guy up. Alright. Fold that corner in a little bit. And I'm going to just put it on the plate. And beautiful. We are going to just keep on doing this. And in the meantime, once we finish rolling all of the egg rolls, then what we're going to actually do is we're going to heat the oil and let the rice paper dry out a little bit. That's also going to make sure that, again, that you don't have too much water on the rice paper and then this becomes a dangerous endeavor. We'll see you soon. Alright, so we finished rolling up all of our egg rolls and the oil is nice and hot. And now we have put our egg rolls in the basket and we're going to lower it down into the oil. So the key to this is that our oil is not that hot. It's right around like 325-ish. And that's because you don't want the skins to bubble up and burst. So what you want to do is just take your long chopsticks and kind of push and give them a little bit of a nudge so that the egg roll wrapper doesn't actually stick to the bottom of the basket. And gradually they'll kind of start to float by themselves. They've started to float and we can just let them go and get golden brown. So we'll see you in a moment when these guys are ready to take out of the fryer. Alrighty, so we've fried up all of our egg rolls and we've made this pretty plate. Ah, egg rolls. And then we put the nook mom into a cup right next to it. So basically the way that you want to eat this is you take a lettuce leaf, you wrap it around the egg roll, and then you dip it into the nook mom. And that's how you have jaya. Hope you enjoy.